Hello everyone. I thought I'd have a little play with this new set from Craft Addiction UK. A picture of a house with a large chimney into which Santa is endeavouring to insert himself. There's a sign that says Santa stop here and a Christmas tree. Now, knowing me, I don't kind of do big. So what I'm going to do is just use a bit of this house. And I'm going to put it into a little vignette, as it were. Now, what I've got here are two dies from a nesting set that are double stitched. Now, the nice thing about this is if you're going to do a card like this, the panel that I'm cutting out will have this stitching on it, the bit that's left. And I'm going to have an aperture here, but the bit surrounding the aperture will also have stitching on. I would actually like some dies like this, but just pierced rather than stitched, if you know what I mean, just to make a change. I have got some from Press Cut that are dots and dashes, but I'd rather have one or the other rather than both, I think, really. I don't know the make of these, can't remember, but there are lots of companies that do stitch dies like this. But as I said, I would quite like pierced ones. So you can have the piercing around the panel and a piercing around the aperture. So both bits of the piercing will be on the same piece of card. Okay, let's just cut these out. And then I can use this bit here for some of my die cuts from there. So let's rest this on here while I get my tape. This time next week, I'm going to be really busy because next weekend, we're off on another cruise. Can't keep us away. This time we're starting from Southampton and we're going to end up in Copenhagen with numerous ports in between. So hopefully that will be a very pleasant time. I think it's going to be a time for just sitting and reading and a few little visits. I'm not quite sure what I've signed myself up for yet, but I'm sure they'll be good visits. Oops-a-daisy, let's just get this. And then my daughter was trying to organise, she wants a weekend with me, or a few days with me, to celebrate my 80th birthday. Today, she's giving my husband his special treat for his 80th birthday, which was last June. And she's taken him to Bath Rugby. We used to live in Bath years ago, so we are very partial to Bath Rugby. Our grandson is this year's captain of the under-15s Bath team. So, you know, it's kind of nice. And he's getting, you know, the hospitality treatment today, so that's going to be lovely. When our grandson was in with the littlies, I can't remember how old he was, but he had his picture playing rugby on the side of a double-decker bus. I will try and find the picture. He was playing in a game, and the club photographer got a picture of him with the ball under his arm, running, about to pass. And he was on the side of this bus. It was advertising, you know, the need for a new stadium in Bath. So whether they'll ever get it is anybody's guess, but it would be nice. But Sebby got his picture on the side of a double-decker, so it was one of the park and ride buses, actually. So there is my frame into which my picture of Father Christmas inserting himself into the chimney will be introduced. Right, let's have and see what we can get out of this piece. I've got my card base made there. So I want the bit of the chimney, I want his legs. I'm just wondering if I might want 2 of those. I cut all of these out. I don't know if I'll use them all. But the other thing that I wanted to try was this. I bought this, I don't know if it's last year, maybe the year before, and I've never, ever used it. It's called a snow pen. I don't know how it comes out. I don't know what it does. So it'll be a learning experience, won't it? So let me just cut these out. I'll leave space to cut another Father Christmas's legs out if necessary. But this card should come out of 2 pieces of card. This one was, I cut a piece in half down the width, and I used the piece 1/2 for those die cuts in this. This is another piece of card, and with that I get an offcut like that, which is always useful for sentiments, little die cuts and all that kind of stuff. I am wondering whether to colour this to make it the night sky to drop in behind, or whether just to use a piece of black. Not sure yet, we'll see. But let me just cut these out, and then I'll see if I need, I might cut another pair of, you know, Father Christmas's bottom half. That's okay. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, lovely. Look at this. Santa stop here. That is lovely. Really lovely. And there's his trousers. Here's the, you see, I have a fancy for sort of that much, perhaps, peeping out. And then him like this. So the chimney, I might cut another chimney as well, actually. Make that more prominent, make it stick out more. Think I will. Okay, that's great. Got another chimney there. Super. Let's just chop that bit off so I know which bit I'm saving. Okay, so I have 2 trees, 2 Father Christmas's trousers. Just wondering whether to, I'm wondering whether to just stack them completely or layer them. I think I'll cut the top boots off. Yeah, okay. Right, let's do a little bit of colouring. Use this piece of paper here. I got this out. This is what I thought I would do for the bricks of the chimney. This is going to be snow. That's going to be snow. That's going to be snow. So I'll colour this part of the house as well, perhaps. With let's colour this top bit of chimney here with some bricks. Okay. This one is the darker of the 2 colours, so let's... I can go over the lines here because I'm going to cut it out. Okay. Okay. So that chimney is going to go over that there, like so. I'm going to put, this is going to be snow, that's going to be snow. I think just colour this. I don't know whether to colour it. If the light's on, Santa won't come, will he? You know, we have to be a bit careful about this kind of thing, don't we? Let's just see. We do have to be asleep before he comes. So I'll do this little bit of house as well. I think I'm going to put my glasses on. Here's a pair of glasses, right. Okay, that's better. Right. How far down of this we're going to see, in fact. I don't want too much of this in because otherwise there won't be room for Santa. Oh, I think that's probably going to be all right. Okay, let me stick this piece on. Okay. Let's try it. I don't know what you do with this. What does it say? Suitable for making snow imitating decorations on any surface. Protect from frost. Replace cap tightly. Doesn't say. Okay, we'll just try it. We'll see. Is it open? Looks like it's open, doesn't it? Let's see. Oof. I don't know what you're supposed to do. It's not coming out. Have I kept it too long? Try one of these. It's too fat. This one's skinnier. No, I cannot use a pin. I've got a fatter pin. These pins are a bit fatter. Oops. I have to see if I can get it out of them. Oof. Oh, there we are. We're coming out now. No, it's not. What I will do is use a tiny bit of my embossing paste for snow. Let's try this. I need a very small palette knife. There's my tiddler. Let's just see what we can do. Now, what I want to try and do is put some on here as well. Let's just pop it on and try and spread it around a little bit. I think that will probably do. Now what I want to do is just put a bit of twinkle on it. I don't know what it... I think my embossing paste looks better than the stuff out of the snow pen. So I'm going to put some more over the top. Okay. Right, I'm going to put some twinkle on that now. This is just ultra fine glitter. Looks okay, doesn't it? Right, that needs to just sort of dry off now, so we'll carry on and do something with old Santa. I think I will put yellow in the window. This one's not going to show. I'm going to have it up to about there, I think. Okay. Right, put that on one side and we'll do Santa. I'm going to cut his boots off the bottom one, off the top one, so the bottom one show. So I could put just a bit over there. Okay. So this is the one that's going to be, you're going to have a black belt. I'm just wondering whether to do the belt. I think I'm going to do the belt on the bottom layer, and then his belly will look fatter if I cut the belt off the top, won't it? Says she. Yes. So I'm going to put the belt on here. Just do his buckle. Okay, right, that's going to, I don't need the feet, but the red is for his body. Right, I can cut. Okay. Just stick this on. I need a bit of glue there. A bit of glue here. I might have to do new tops to his boots because I think I've put some colour on the top of his boots, unless I make them black. Could do that, couldn't I? Okay. And this bit off. Okay. This bit goes on there. And this bit goes on here. Nice jolly fat Santa now, haven't we? Now I do like the white tops to his boots, but I've gone over a little bit. So I'll just use Dr. P.H. Martin's bleed-proof white. Tiny bit of, might need a bit of water in this. You see I went over with a tiny bit of black just there. That's fine. There we are. I think, oh, where's my water gone? Oh, it's over there. I will just go round the edge of here with the red because it's just a bit white. As you can just see it. There we go. There, can you see the red? The white. There we go. So he's practically ready to go down the chimney. Like that. Great. I haven't done a tree. Let's do a tree. Let's do a tree. Just wondering what to do with this. I'm thinking I may colour the bottom one, colour the top one, but cut it through and then just stick that bit at the top, that bit at the top, and that bit at the top, so that the bottom bit is sort of flapping a bit, you know? I think that's what I'll do. Okay. This is for the bottom of the tree. Only one of those. Now we'll have some green done. Let's see what these are like. Okay. Okay. Oh, I've got some bits missing off the side of this. Didn't see that. Better. Okay. This bit's going. I'll cut this bit up. Okay. And this bit up. Now my intention is to just stick the top bit in, not the bottom part of the tree, of the branch, of the, you know, rosette of branches, if you get my drift. So that can have some glue on the top. This one just in there, and this one just in there. There we go. I may put some snow on, I don't know yet. So there's the tree, there's Santa. Don't need his boots. That's going in there, that's going in there. So now I need my backgrounds. It's going to be about like that. I think we'll sort of arrange it somehow. So what do I do about this? Do I do a dark sky? But something happens to my phone and it stops recording. My daughter sent me a picture of my husband with a couple of Bath rugby players. Whether that message stopped it, I don't know. Anyway, I need to tell you what I did. I was trying to position the house into the aperture, and I did wonder about using a piece of, colouring a piece of card with ink for a night sky, and didn't like it. So I just went to the drawer, got a piece of scrap blue, and I found this die, which is Alexandrenka, and it's just like lots of little dots. And if you look, I don't know if you can see from there, but you can see white through, which I thought was a good wheeze. But where the die finished across here, there was a definite line from the end of the die. So I thought I'll put a hillside in. So I just picked out a wavy line die, cut myself a hillside and put that behind. I can't remember now. I've just had a quick look at the video. I think I'd coloured the tree already, and I just I've stuck these down, just the top bits, not the bottom, so I could kind of raise these up a little bit if I wanted, but that's kind of neither here nor there. So the panel is mounted on foam tape. These are just popped behind, and the Santa stop here was just popped up over the top afterwards. So I am sorry that there was a whole bunch of video missing. I really don't know what happens. I have no idea. So it is fun, isn't it? So that's one of the new sets from Craft Addiction UK. And it's a fun card. I think this is the sort of thing that Cleo might like, my granddaughter. So, as ever, thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for subscribing. And do come back and see me really soon.